Do you think slapping on accessories will make your car faster or more fuel efficient? The harsh truth is that 90% of aftermarket mods out there just drain your wallet, weigh down your car, and can even cut your engine's lifespan by tens of thousands of miles. But don't worry, there are still upgrades proven on dyno tests, racetracks, and daily driving that genuinely boost power, durability, and even fuel efficiency. This video will show you the 13 most worthwhile mods to invest in and the 5 killer mods that could wreck your car if you fall for the hype. Like and subscribe if this video brings you value. 13 worthwhile mods. 1. High-flow air filter. It sounds simple, but a high-flow air filter is one of the most cost-effective upgrades you can make. In an internal combustion engine, air is just as critical as fuel. When your engine breathes better, combustion is cleaner, stronger, and more efficient. Stock air filters are designed to balance cost, quietness, and emission standards, not to maximize performance. In contrast, high-flow air filters use advanced materials like cotton gauze or multi-layer foam, allowing far more air to pass through while still filtering out dirt effectively. The benefits are noticeable: sharper throttle response, quicker acceleration at low and mid-range RPMs, and even better fuel economy under steady driving. Plus, these filters can be cleaned and reused, saving you money over time by not needing constant replacements. That's why it's a go-to starter upgrade recommended by drivers and tuners alike. With low cost, easy installation, and immediate impact, a high-flow air filter proves that sometimes a small change makes a big difference. Do's, ECU remap. If a high-flow air filter helps your engine breathe better, an ECU remap unlocks its hidden potential. The ECU, or engine control unit, is like the brain of your car, managing everything from fuel injection to ignition timing and turbo boost pressure, if equipped. But to meet emissions, fuel, and climate regulations, manufacturers often program ECUs for safe settings, leaving untapped power on the table. An ECU remap tweaks these settings to match real-world driving conditions or even optimize for local fuel types. The results are striking: significant gains in horsepower and torque, sharper throttle response, and smoother acceleration. For turbocharged cars, the difference can be dramatic, with gains of dozens of horsepower from software tweaks alone. The key is to get it done right by a reputable tuner with dyno testing and a map tailored to your car. A cheap or poorly executed remap risks engine damage, higher fuel consumption, or system errors. In short, an ECU remap is like upgrading your car's brain. Done right, it transforms performance. Done wrong, it's a ticking time bomb. 3. Performance exhaust system. If the engine is the heart, the exhaust system is the lungs that dictate how freely your car breathes. Stock exhausts are often choked by noise and emissions regulations, restricting the flow of exhaust gases and robbing the engine of power. A performance exhaust system uses wider pipes and optimized flow to reduce restrictions. This lets the engine breathe easier, rev faster, and deliver stronger, more consistent power across the RPM range. Drivers will feel the difference: sharper throttle response, quicker acceleration, and instant feedback. Plus, a performance exhaust delivers that addictive, deep, crisp growl, exciting yet refined, without being obnoxiously loud. But a performance exhaust is only worth it if it's designed for your specific car. Cheap systems can lead to annoying drones, or worse, higher fuel consumption. This isn't just about looking cool. It's a performance upgrade that pays off if you choose wisely. Do you agree? Comment number 1 if you do. 4. Cold air intake. Many assume more air automatically means more power, but the truth is subtler. An engine needs a mix of fuel and air to burn, and the quality of that air makes all the difference. Cooler air is denser and richer in oxygen, leading to stronger, more efficient combustion. A cold air intake pulls air from outside the engine bay, where it's cooler, rather than using the hot air around the engine. This delivers a denser, oxygen-rich airflow to the engine. The result? More power, sharper throttle response, and even better fuel efficiency in real-world driving. Beyond performance, a cold air intake adds a thrilling growl when you hit the gas, making every acceleration feel alive. But the key is proper installation and choosing a trusted brand. If the intake sits too low, it risks sucking in rainwater, which can damage the engine. This upgrade is both science and art, turning every throttle press into a vibrant experience. 5. Lightweight pulley kit. It may sound minor, but a lightweight pulley kit can make a surprising difference that many drivers overlook. In an engine, pulleys connect to the crankshaft, water pump, alternator, and AC compressor. Each rotation saps some power to drive these accessories. Switching to lighter pulleys reduces mechanical drag, freeing up horsepower to directly power the wheels. The result isn't just a freer engine, but smoother acceleration, especially at low and mid-range RPMs, where most drivers spend their time. Notably, this upgrade reduces rotational inertia, making the engine respond faster when you hit the gas. The beauty is that a lightweight pulley kit doesn't require complex installation, and it's less wallet painful than other performance mods, yet the impact is clear. However, for safety and durability, choose a kit from a reputable brand with precise balancing. Even a slight mismatch can cause vibrations, harming the crankshaft or bearings. This is a refined upgrade for those who want a livelier engine while keeping reliability intact. 6. Upgraded spark plugs and coils. If the engine is the heart of your car, spark plugs and ignition coils are the spark of life. Each combustion of the fuel-air mix drives the pistons, generating power. Yet many overlook their role until the engine feels sluggish, acceleration lags, or fuel consumption spikes. Upgrading to high-performance spark plugs and stronger ignition coils optimizes combustion. The fuel burns cleaner and more evenly, producing more power per RPM. The result? Sharper throttle response, smoother acceleration, and even improved fuel efficiency. For older cars, the difference can be eye-opening. Another big plus is that quality spark plugs and coils reduce misfires, preventing engine shake or hard starts on cold mornings. But avoid cheap off-brand options. Wrong heat ratings or poor materials can backfire. This is a simple, affordable upgrade that delivers a noticeable difference in driving experience. A small investment for big returns. HAVES Performance Camshaft. If an engine is a finely tuned instrument, the camshaft is the conductor, controlling the rhythm of the intake and exhaust valves. Stock camshafts are designed to balance power, durability, and fuel economy for the masses. A performance camshaft changes the tune. Valve timing and lift are optimized to let more air-fuel mixture in and exhaust out faster. The result is a freer-breathing engine with a clear power boost at high RPMs. Drivers feel a stronger pull when flooring the gas, especially when paired with upgrades like a high-flow air filter, performance exhaust, or ECU remap. But there are trade-offs. Low-end RPMs may feel rougher, fuel consumption might rise, and the engine sound can get harsher. 8. Oil catch can. During engine operation, some oil vapor and debris from the combustion chamber escape back into the intake through the PCV, positive crankcase ventilation, system. In stock setups, this oil is fed directly into the intake, slowly building up on valves, pipes, and even the combustion chamber. Over time, this reduces performance, cakes the engine in carbon, and can cause knock or higher fuel consumption. An oil catch can trap these contaminants. As crankcase gases pass through, oil and debris are collected in the can, allowing only clean air to reach the intake. The result? Cleaner intake paths, less carbon buildup, slower oil degradation, and more consistent engine performance over time. If you want more content like this, comment number 13. 5. Aluminum radiator upgrade. The cooling system is the silent shield, protecting your engine from heat's destructive force. Uncontrolled heat thins oil, causes metal parts to expand abnormally, and slashes engine lifespan fast. Stock radiators on many mainstream cars, often made of plastic with thin cores, are sufficient for basic needs but struggle under sustained high RPMs or performance upgrades. An aluminum radiator is a go-to choice for car enthusiasts. With thicker cores, larger surface area, and aluminum's superior heat conductivity, it keeps engine temperatures stable even under heavy loads or harsh weather. Crucially, aluminum is more durable than plastic, less prone to cracking over time, and reduces the risk of sudden coolant leaks, a breakdown that could leave you stranded. This upgrade isn't just for race cars. Even daily drivers benefit from the stability and long-term durability. A cool, optimally running engine isn't just more powerful, it's more fuel efficient and can last hundreds of thousands of miles. This is a smart investment for anyone who values peace of mind behind the wheel. T. Turboteimer and boost controller. If you've got a turbo or plan to add one, these two upgrades are practically must-haves. Turbochargers run at blistering temperatures, spinning at hundreds of thousands of RPMs. Shutting off the engine right after a hard run can cook the oil inside the turbo, forming carbon deposits that slowly ruin the bearings. A turbo timer solves this by keeping the engine idling for a few minutes, allowing oil to circulate and cool the turbo before shutting down, extending its life by tens of thousands of miles. A boost controller, meanwhile, is like a secret key to unlocking your turbo's power. Instead of relying on the factory's default boost settings, it lets you adjust intake pressure to balance performance and durability. But pushing boost too high can destroy an engine in seconds. When tuned correctly, a boost controller maximizes your turbo's potential, delivering both power and flexibility for your driving needs. 11. Upgraded injectors and fuel pump. When boosting engine power, it's not just about air or turbos. Fuel delivery must keep up. This is where upgraded injectors and fuel pumps shine. High-performance injectors spray more fuel with finer, more even mists, optimizing combustion. The result? Smoother operation, quicker throttle response, and enough fuel to match increased boost or ECU tweaks. An upgraded fuel pump acts like a stronger heart, ensuring a steady fuel flow even when the engine's pushed to its limits. Sticking with stock injectors or pumps while cranking up power can cause fuel starvation. Not enough fuel for combustion, leading to engine knock, rapid overheating, and serious damage. The key is synchronization. Injectors, pump, and ECU must be tuned together. Done right, you gain horsepower while keeping the engine reliable. This often overlooked upgrade is a solid foundation for anyone chasing serious power safely. 12. Performance intercooler. If a turbo or supercharger is the lungs pumping air into the engine, the intercooler is the heat filter, cooling that air before it hits the combustion chamber. Cooler air is denser, packing more oxygen, which makes combustion stronger and more efficient. A high-performance intercooler with a larger size and optimized tube fin designs cools intake air faster, preventing heat soak that saps power after hard accelerations. Beyond boosting power, an intercooler improves engine safety. Lower intake temperatures reduce the risk of knock, protecting pistons and cylinder walls from excessive stress. For cars with upgraded turbos or high-power outputs, a performance intercooler is practically mandatory to avoid cooking the engine after a few full-throttle runs. 13. Forced induction. When it comes to massive power leaps, nothing impresses like a turbocharger or supercharger. These are the trump cards that can add dozens, even hundreds of horsepower to sports cars. The principle is simple. Compress more air into the combustion chamber, mix it with more fuel, and create a bigger explosion for more power. Turbos use exhaust gases to spin a compressor, while superchargers tap engine power via a belt for instant boost. The allure of forced induction is how it transforms a car's character. A standard sedan can become a highway beast, but this power comes with responsibility. Boosting engine stress demands upgraded fuel, cooling, and lubrication systems. Many chase power but skip balance, leading to rapid engine wear. Done right, Forced induction delivers thrilling drives while showcasing a refined blend of engineering and passion. 5 mods that can wreck your car. 1. Budget turbo kit without tuning. It sounds tempting. Drop a modest sum on a turbo kit and gain dozens of horsepower instantly. But the harsh truth is that a budget turbo kit without proper tuning is a double-edged sword. A turbo forces more air into the engine, but if the ECU isn't recalibrated to supply enough fuel, the air-fuel mix becomes too lean. The result? Engine knock, skyrocketing combustion chamber temperatures, and pistons that can burn out after just a few hard pulls. Many believe they can bolt it on and go, but skipping tuning is like starving the engine while pushing it to work harder. Sensors will throw constant errors, making the car sluggish and less fuel efficient. Worse, cheap turbo kits often lack proper oil and water cooling, leading to a drastically shorter lifespan. If you're serious about upgrading, tuning the ECU to match the turbo is the bare minimum. A proper tune maximizes power while keeping the engine safe. Without it, that budget kit will quickly turn into a repair bill far costlier than the turbo itself. Comment number 1 and like this video, and I'll reveal something even more shocking. 2. Cheap electric superchargers. The name sounds futuristic. Plug in a device, and a blast of compressed air boosts your engine's power. But the reality behind those $50 electric superchargers flooding online markets is far different. Most are just low-power electric fans, blowing weak air that barely makes a dent. Placed in the intake, they often obstruct airflow, making the car feel underpowered. Not only are they useless, but many are made from cheap plastic that can break, sending debris into the engine and causing damage. Added wiring or batteries also pose a fire hazard if poorly made. Sellers claim 30 to 40 horsepower gains, but the only thing you'll gain is a repair bill. If you want real performance, invest in a proper supercharger or turbocharger with professional tuning. Cheap and powerful is a myth in this case. Electric superchargers don't boost power. They boost risk, and that's a price no one wants to pay. 3. Cheap octane boosters. Many think pouring a cheap bottle of octane booster into the tank will make their car faster, smoother, and more fuel efficient. But the reality is brutal. Most budget octane boosters on the market are diluted solutions with near zero impact on octane levels. Worse, some contain additives that clog injectors, coat the combustion chamber with carbon, and wear out spark plugs faster. The real danger is the false confidence they create. Drivers think their engine is protected and push it hard, while knocks and misfires silently damage pistons, valves, and even the cylinder head. The harm builds quietly, but when it surfaces, the repair bill will make you regret ever buying that bottle. If you want fuel additives, stick to reputable brands certified by major automakers. A cheap bottle is easy to buy, but the cost to your engine's lifespan is steep. In cars, saving in the wrong place often means paying much more later. 4. Loud blow-off valves. That signature whoosh when you lift off the throttle excites many drivers, making them feel their car is cool and powerful. But the truth isn't so glamorous. Cheap blow-off valves, installed just for noise, are often poorly designed for the intake system. If they open too early or don't seal properly, they leak boost pressure, causing power loss, turbo lag, and higher fuel consumption. Beyond that, low-quality blow-off valves can disrupt the air-fuel mix, leading to backfires or misfires. Over time, the turbo works harder to compensate for lost pressure, wearing out bearings and shortening engine life. The key is this: a powerful car doesn't need artificial noise to impress. Instead of chasing a street show, whoosh, invest in a properly tuned intake system. Real power comes from stable performance, not fake sound. 5. Mismatched parts without tuning. This is a trap many car enthusiasts fall into. Bolting on upgrades like a bigger turbo, high-flow injectors, or a larger exhaust without the crucial step of tuning the ECU. The result is a mismatch where parts don't work together, throwing off the air-fuel ratio and ignition timing. The engine may roar, but actual power drops. Worse, skipping tuning can cause erratic fuel consumption, dirtier emissions, and even pre-ignition knock, one of the engine's deadliest enemies. Those ticking sounds in the combustion chamber are warning signs often ignored, leading to burnt pistons, broken rings, and catastrophic engine failure. A high-performance car isn't just about fancy parts, it's about harmony. Every upgrade needs electronic tuning to shine. If you're investing in parts, don't skimp on tuning. A proper ECU map turns chaos into smooth, durable power. Modding a car can bring joy and distinction, but ignorance or chasing cheap and cool can cost more than your car's worth. Budget kits, mismatched parts, or skipping tuning can turn your dream ride into a risky machine. The lesson here: don't let impatience or flashy ads lead you astray. Invest in knowledge, consult experts, and choose parts with clear origins. A proper tune or quality component may cost more upfront, but keeps your car strong, safe, and reliable. Your car isn't just a vehicle, it's an asset and a passion. Protect it with smart choices to safeguard your wallet and peace of mind every time you drive.